Welcome back, everyone, to Curse of the Vistani, episode 25. When
Hi.
last. Oh, Angel, thank you for the 59-month resub. Thank you so much. All right, when last we left off, you guys encountered a pixie unconscious on the back of a raven, and they needed your help because their village was under attack. So
Yes.
they led you back to their village, and you saw a couple creepy flying things attacking them, and a man in a boat. And you have engaged them. You've defeated both of uh, the flying creatures, and all that is left is the man who casts some magical darkness, and currently you do not know his whereabouts. So, of course, we are back up to the top of initiative with Curio, who is not here at the moment.
Real quick, Meteor, for my sake of my notes, I have a question.
Okay.
I wrote down that the pixie's name is Gabri. What was the crow's name?
The crow did not give a name.
Okay. I feel like Gabri might have said their name and I just missed it, but
I'm pretty
I
sure.
don't believe so because I
Okay.
never gave it one.
Okay.
I can come up with one.
It's fine. I was just like, did I miss that in my notes?
I'm
Nope,
feeling
you
like
did not.
I feel like I
feel like
remember a
there-
name.
I feel like there was a name said. I just can't for the life of me remember what it was.
I think so too. I honestly do.
Well, that's what VODs are for. We'll look at it later.
Yep.
Yep.
If there was a name, I think you guys came up with it as a funny name or something. We can call him Ro.
Okay.
R-O-E.
Okay.
Ro the Crow.
I don't know why. I was thinking it was named Ren or something. I don't know why.
It might have.
I have no idea.
I don't remember.
That's
I'll
fine.
check
His name
VODs
is Ro
later.
now.
I know I did not have one planned because that's one of the things I always forget to do is give things names.
His name is Ro now.
It comes
It's
time to
in
tell
my
you guys
notes.
its names, and I have no clue what its name is.
And you have to make one up on the spot.
That has happened so many times.
Yep.
I'm like, crap, I forgot to name this one.
Also, as a note for anybody who may be watching on the various streams, there is no cross chat right now because unfortunately,
Right.
the Dragon's intranet is unavailable.
Right.
Yep. Firebutt has no power.
The nearby dragons are hoarding all the electricity right now.
Okay,
Yep.
so it is currently Curio's turn, and
Which means somebody has to
he
do it
is going
because
to
I don't know how.
turn. He's
Meteor,
going to look over to yes.
do you have turn order actually set up? Because I'm not seeing it.
No, I have it written down.
He needs to put it back in.
Um,
Needs to add it back.
Yeah, I'd like to see turn order.
okay.
If that's possible,
I
please.
can do
Thanks.
How do we add that on again?
Let's see.
There we go.
Do you need me to read out what they were?
No, I got them written down. How do I add them? Oh, add turn. There we go.
I need a user.
Hey, needy user, how you doing, buddy?
As an FYI needed user, there's no cross chat. Firebutt has no internet. He says tired
Yeah.
as always.
Yeah, I'm way down there at the bottom of turn order. That was right.
Pixie was 13.
Yeah, I think
I-
Gabri was a 13.
Yeah, I'm not putting in the actual numbers. I'm just putting in the order at this point.
Oh, okay. Well, right now, Gabri is listed as an 18, which would make the order wrong.
Yeah, it's Firebutt,
Yeah,
Son.
I literally just did the order by number, so I'm gonna fix it here. So that should be the correct order. Because the numbers themselves don't matter as long as they're in the right order.
Well, if we're at top of turn order now,
Yep.
then I don't think Gabri should be that high.
Gabri was third in line.
Okay.
Can you guys see it on yours?
We can see the turn order, yeah.
Okay. Play.
Okay, yeah, it is correct. I double checked.
Yep. There's Curio-san, Gabri, Morenoloth, Callan, Lilia, Saflin, Aurora.
Yep.
I have a lot of spells available right now because I've not been able to do anything yet. Really.
All right. So Curio is gonna turn and look at Safi and be like, "What should I do, Safi?"
We don't know where he went. Find him.
Okay. And he's
Where
going
is he?
He's gonna run in here into the darkness, and
And get lost.
He should have a way of casting light of some type, I believe. If he doesn't, he wouldn't go into the darkness, I don't think.
you told him to find him, though.
Well, I don't think he would have gone straight into the dark.
Okay.
Like,
Um.
he's not stupid.
Right. he does take things at face value, though.
He's not
If
stupid.
you tell him to find him, he might just run in. Let's see. What does he have that might assist him doing that?
I mean, it has to be magical light because it's magical darkness, correct?
Right. Which Aurora currently has magical light up, but I don't think Curio has anything like
Yeah, I don't think he has any spells or weapons that emit light.
I think he's going to
Would he be likely to hold his action until
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I think he'd
an enemy
go
showed up?
over here next to the boat that he can kind of see.
Oh,
Ask
Meteor.
Dawn if she's all right. Yep.
You have the jukebox up on the rolls overlay spot.
Jukebox.
The sounds rather than the chat for roll 20.
Oh, thank you.
Thank Angel Leon Rose, who I just read.
Thank you, Angel.
Apologies for interrupting. All right.
All right.
He's
Okay,
gonna hold his
so
action.
he's gonna go over to Sun, ask if she's all right, if she knows where he is. Sun, do you know where he is? As he's like waist deep in water at the moment. On his typing. I can't fucking see. Give me a minute. So, not knowing where he is going to hold his action in case something comes out. And in case an enemy comes out, I'll specify. And we'll go to San. You're tired. Names are hard.
Names are hard. She's gonna
He's gonna
cast
cast Fairy Fire. Okay. So, Fairy Fire.
20-foot
Each
radius.
object in a 20-foot cube within range is outlined in blue, green, or violet light. Any creature in your area when the spell is cast also outlined in light if it fails a dex saving throw. For the duration, objects and affected creatures shed dim light in a 10-foot radius. Any attack roll against an affected creature object has advantage if the attacker can see it, and the affected creature or object can't benefit from being invisible. Okay. So
you have to choose a target range.
20-foot cube within range, and she can put it anywhere within 60 feet.
Now, we don't actually know where he is. We're not supposed to. But
So you'd most likely center it on yourself.
And then walk around and see.
That would tell you if he's within 20 feet of you. Which pretty much encompasses the entire dark area. So if he's not there, you would know that he's not in the dark. Okay. So you said yes. So in a 20-foot area, which would be Curio, Moro, Luna, and Aurora, would all need to roll Dex saving throws. DC 10.
they glow.
Alright, so Aurora
How
saves.
do I do a dex?
Moro does
Oh,
not.
this?
So, yeah, when you go to your saving throw spot.
And Luna does not.
Yeah, there's
Curio
one for.
also needs to.
There's one. You just click on it on the Dex one.
Mhm.
I am honestly shocked that I had of all the things a Dex saving throw that worked.
Right.
Yeah,
With your
what is
-1.
what's the DC? DC is 10.
Yeah, DC is 10. So Moro and Luna are now highlighted.
Whoops.
And the boat underneath of you is also highlighted because it works on objects. I guess the rocks in the area and the flowers would probably be highlighted as well. So you can kind of see an outline of the area now. You can see an outline of the river and like the flowers on the ground that are within the area. And then Sun and Moro are glowing in the already light area. But you do not see Morenoloth anywhere. Now, that should be visible for everyone, I believe.
Yes, and any attack roll against a creature that's glowing has advantage if the attacker can see it.
Right. Okay. So, yep. So
everybody
you
can see
now
them
all
glow.
know. Right. Yeah. You now all know that Morenoloth is not in the dark area, but you still don't know where he is exactly. You can see now, though, so you're going to jump out of the boat. Okay.
Yep, you are now, if you are glowing, or if anything is glowing, it's emitting 10 feet of light, so.
So you're jumping from the boat to the shore? If that's the case, roll me an athletics check. Uh, okay. With a 12, I'm gonna say you fall short of the shore. It kind of wobbles under your feet, and you fall into the water next to it.
Boat was not steady enough to jump on.
To jump from, yeah.
Yeah.
Damn it, Drew, you made me trip.
You
Sorry,
lowered yourself to
son.
jump, and he shook the boat. Fell out the boat.
Song gets out of the river. Okay.
So
All right,
double movement in the
yep,
river.
double movement from there. Sun glares at the water. All right, so you are still in the darkness at the moment. What's your movement speed? Your movement speed is 30.
30.
So it'd be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So you can move one more square. Actually, no. If you go 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, if you go diagonal, that's 20. Sorry. So you had 2 more squares of movement. So you can get out of the darkness. Okay. Anything else you want to do?
Are you doing fairy fire again?
You can use at will.
It still takes an action or a bonus action to
Yeah, that
cast.
should be an action, so you can't use it again.
It just doesn't count against you in spell slots. That's
Yep.
how that works.
Is that a
Yeah, so
cantrip
it
for
doesn't.
her? Or no?
It
It's whatever level the spell normally is. It's a first
Cantrip.
It's a
level spell.
cantrip. Okay, so it's still a
Yep.
action.
Yep.
Yeah, but
It,
it still takes an
it
action
has
to
a
cast.
casting time of an action, so you can only do it once per turn.
Unless it's marked as a bonus for you.
Yep.
In this case, what cantrip means for that is that it doesn't cost a spell slot.
Right.
It still costs an action or a bonus action depending on the cast time.
Yep. Exactly. Which I didn't even know you had spells at all, so.
I mean, it's
Right, so
due to her
Morris, carry on.
racial. It's a racial feature.
Ah, okay.
So Moro's turn then. She can't do anything else. Do you want to ready an action then? Oh no, she did the
Morrow's
action.
gonna sniff. Interesting.
Mora can. I mean, I think that's a perception check. Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
that would be a
Pika. The fairy
perception.
fire was your action.
If the fairy fire has a cast time of an action, then it would be your action. If it had a cast time as a bonus action, then it
As a
you
cast
use
time
your
of an
bonus
action.
action. Yeah.
It would have to
So
list fairy
she could
fire as your
ready.
bonus.
She can ready a bonus action, right?
Does she
mean-
have bonus actions?
I'd say that's up to you, Meteor. I don't actually know if you can ready a bonus action.
Bonus actions could no, based on her bonus actions that she can do, no, not really.
The ready action states then you choose the action you will take in
Right.
response to that trigger.
Okay, so then no, you can't ready a bonus action. Yeah, her bonus actions are cunning action and steady aim. Anyways, so it wouldn't really help in this case.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
So what's Moro gonna do?
Moro needs to roll a perception
Ooh.
check.
Yeah,
Well,
Moro
wait,
doesn't see anything.
Is Morrow sniffing?
Yes.
Then wouldn't that
sniffing.
Does
be
Morrow have advantage for
That's
keen
what I was
smell?
trying. That's what I was trying to say.
Okay,
I was trying
sorry.
to get to there.
Sorry.
Yep. So yeah, roll one more time. Perception. So since it is sniffing, she would have advantage.
We all just want to help.
19. Yep.
definitely better?
Need to look at Moro. Wolf has advantage on perception checks that rely on hearing smell, but in what range? Very good roll. I'm just trying to figure out.
Hi, need user. Why test?
Hello, hello.
What are we testing?
So that's 40 feet away.
Animals have really good noses, though. They can smell things for a long ways off.
I think that's probably close enough that she would be able to smell.
Which way is the wind going, Meteor?
Yeah, I'd say she is able to tell that Morenoloth is to the left, towards where San is. So Moro would do 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50.
Oh, this is neat.
What's
But
that?
keep in mind, water is extra.
Yeah, I was counting the building.
So in the Dungeon Master Guide, apparently it has a section that has outdoor and standard visibility, which actually tells you your standard visibility is 2 miles or until you hit an obstruction.
Okay.
So that's kind of neat. And then rain cuts it down to 1 mile, and fog reduces it further to between 100 and 300 feet.
So Moro could get right next to him, yeah, even with the water.
And is that movement speed or dashing?
That's regular movement speed.
So
That's
she
just
could
enough to get next to him.
She can move. Is the perception considered an action?
Yes.
Moro does have a bonus if they have anything they can do with a bonus.
I don't believe they do.
So Moro can now bark and bark and bark and bark and be like, here, here, here.
Moro can do that menacing crouch thing
and growl.
And growl. And be like, I dare you to run past me now.
Beastmaster bonus.
Well, that's just because we have
bonus
them
to
treated
attack.
as
Yeah, you are not a
companion
Beastmaster. Yeah, you are not a Beastmaster yourself. Yep. That's a good ask.
And it's a bonus to attack, though.
It specifies the ranger's proficiency bonus, which you are not a ranger.
Right, it doesn't make it a bonus action, it just gives you additional points towards your attack.
No, your perception was considered action.
Yeah, Moro cannot attack this turn because she used her action to sniff out.
Moro does have a reaction, so if he tries to run past Moro now, Moro can take a bite.
Yep. So if he tries to disengage Moro or leave Moro, Moro can attack for opportunity.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah.
So Moro barks loudly. I assume Moro told San where he was, and San saw.
Well, we'd be hearing her.
Mm-hmm. The rest of you, probably know he's in that direction, but the darkness is still obscuring you from seeing over where San and Moro are.
Well, Luna is illuminated, so wouldn't we be still able to see through?
We could see Moro, yeah.
Oh yeah, Moro. You're right, Moro. You would be able to see through it. Yes.
Think of it like in Minecraft. If you hit someone with a spectral arrow and they have the glowing effect, you can just see them through everything.
So you can see Moro's outline over there. Yes.
And Moro's barking, so we're just like, Cape. We know where he is.
Okay. So next up is Gabri, who remember what all she did last time. She did fusion. She did detect evil and good. She did phantasmal force. Did she use fly on someone? I know we talked about that.
Yes, she used it on
Yes.
Callan.
Yeah, she used fly on Callan.
Is there a flying or levitating status effect? I doubt it, but it's worth a shot. Yeah, there is actually the winged boot.
Oh,
You
a
can put that
Hermes
on Callan's
reference.
token so you remember.
There. Okay.
That way we remember.
Gabri is going to she's going to come over by Saflin and be like, I'm gonna hang out here with you for a bit. I can't do much more at the moment.
Okay, I don't really want to go wherever that guy is, so that's great.
Okay, we can just hang out back here.
Okay.
Unless she wants to go check on her friends.
Her friends are the ones that are
In this village right by us.
in this village right there.
She wouldn't be friends with other ones?
Callan
necessarily.
checked on the ones up top already.
Yes.
Right.
So yeah. So for now this is what she does.
Yeah, and we can't check on the one further back right now. Can't
Right.
get there.
Okay.
Probably does. You're right. Yeah, drow magic is once per long rest. Yep.
Yeah, because it's the same way as my features that I use
Yes,
for like
that-
Clovery Barb and my cantrips.
Yeah, that's a racial feat.
Yeah, racial feats to let you use them once per long rest, and then if
Yep.
it's a spell, you can continue to do it if you have spell slots to expend.
Right. Which, as a non-spellcaster, you don't.
Correct. Yep,
All
you
right.
also have that as a feature that you can use once per, or however often it says.
All right. So next up is Morenoloth. He's going to take a step forward, staying in range of Moro so he doesn't get opportunity attacked. And he is going to cast Gust of Wind.
In what direction?
So I will. Second. Drawings. Can't move these drawings unless I'm like so close to it.
The circles?
There we go. That's so he's gonna do that.
Okay. So
Actually,
what does...
gonna be turned slightly. Hang on. All right, so right about there. That would hit Aurora, Luna, San, Callan, Lilia.
Okay.
Okay, so what does this do?
Yep.
So this puts a strong gust of wind, 60 feet long and 10 feet wide, and blasts you in a direction. Each creature that starts its turn there must succeed on a strength saving throw or be pushed 15 feet away. Excuse me. In the direction following the line. If you are moving in the wind towards him, it'll cost double movement.
It's basically terrain.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay. So at the start of each of your turns, you will need to make a strength saving throw or be pushed 15 feet away
Okay.
with a DC of 13. So DC 13 strength saving throw. And Morenoloth, after casting this, is going to say, "Stay away from me! What did I ever do to you? Why did you attack me?"
He attacked us first, didn't he?
You attacked me first. I called out trying to be nice.
He has not done anything damaging to any of you so far.
He put fear on me. I beg to differ.
It's not
Fear does
damaging,
not
though.
damage.
He could have just answered when I talked to him. He didn't.
What did you say to him before? I don't recall
I remember
you
it
saying
being a
anything to
pleasant
him.
greeting. It was like, "Hello, how are you today, sir? What are you doing?" type
I was
of
like,
thing.
"Hi, what are you doing here?" That was all it was. Just literally it. Like,
Okay.
this is a pretty place. What are you doing here? Kind of thing. And then things went weird.
And he immediately went,
Trying to
"Fear!"
remember that. So I remember you guys attacking the other two creatures.
Yep.
I didn't remember you saying
Because I
anything.
stepped out into the open and tried to
Right.
talk to the dude, and the creatures freaked out and went for us, so they went for the creatures.
I think the
So
only
you
the
guys
first
attacked the creatures first.
I think the first
Or
person to
you and
actually
San
attack
did.
him was San.
Yeah.
And that was because he didn't answer
And feared you.
and seemed to be in league. Because I was trying to think, based on what he was muttering when we came across him, and what the detect thoughts was picking up around the area, I was trying to figure out if he was being coerced into staying there. You know? I was worried he was stuck and being held there.
So it would have been
Because I used message
Ariel,
initially.
then San, then Gabri, then him. So you wouldn't have been able to talk to him before his turn.
Well,
You
no, I talked
started
to him
turn
before
order
initiative.
after.
I talked to him before we rolled initiative because me coming out triggered initiative.
Yep.
And I cast message before he saw me. And then when he freaked out and was like, "Who said that?" Then I stepped out. And you had us roll initiative.
Yep.
That's right. So
Yep.
he said, "Who said that?" And then he put fear on you.
Yep.
Correct.
Yeah, to keep you away from him. Okay.
Yep. Because Pika was hiding up in the purple tree above the village that we're currently standing at.
Right. Okay. Now I remember.
So yeah,
yeah.
he started the stuff on us.
Yeah, he started it.
Okay.
We were just trying to introduce ourselves. Ask what he was up to.
So yeah, he cast fear on you, and then that's when you guys started attacking him. Okay.
Because he feared her.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right.
That was understandably taken as a threat.
As aggressive. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So that is going to end his turn.
Yeah, but we
Uh,
still. I'm
Actually, no, he
confused.
can.
Are we doing the strength saving throws or what? What are we doing?
That's on your turn
Oh,
that you make the
Or not
strength
yet.
throws.
Am I in that or no?
You are not. No.
Okay.
So he is actually going to teleport over here, away from Moro.
gosh darn it!
He can
Him and
go
his teleporting.
60 feet. So
Yeah,
actually,
teleport doesn't trigger attack of opportunity.
let's see. How far can he? He can go that far, so he would go far enough away from Moro so that he doesn't get hit again.
He would be near me where I wouldn't have to get closer to him to hit him. I'm okay with this.
So he'd probably go like right here.
I mean, I'll have disadvantage on the attack rolls against him, but I mean, that's fine.
Yep.
I mean, fear is a thing again, though, for you, right?
Well, that's what I'm saying. With frightened, since I'm already frightened,
Yep.
I can't move closer, and I have disadvantage on my ability checks and attack rolls with when I can see it, but I don't necessarily have to do something that uses an attack roll.
Yep.
Okay. So it is now Callan's turn. And so Callan's gonna be like, should I attack? What should I do now? Magic stone.
Where
So,
is he now? He vanished on my screen.
he's down.
Aha, there he is. Okay.
Okay, I have an idea what I'm gonna do.
I mean, if
So,
Callan's just making that suggestion to the crowd, I'd be like, I tried talking. That didn't work out.
uh, all right, I'll attack. I'll try and knock him out.
Unless you want to yell
Good
something
plan.
at him first, be like, "Why?"
He cast a spell on me. I don't like it.
Okay, so Callan is going to use. Yeah, he'll use Magic Stone. So it's a +6. Nat 20. Oh my goodness. I'm just gonna try and knock him out, okay?
Okay.
He smacks him,
Yeah.
but how much
Roll-
damage does he do?
I mean, you're right there, Lilia. If he overdoes it, you can stabilize.
3.
No,
He's
he's
gonna
rolling for
do
Callan.
9 damage
Yeah.
with the crit. You got pretty bad rolls there.
So it's a crit, but it's poor dice rolling.
Right. Which is going to knock him out.
Okay.
So that ends initiative.
Okay.
So he was very low at that point.
So, Meteor, this brings up my question from last week now,
Okay.
just to as a reminder. Am I afraid of a knocked out person?
I would say you can end your fear at this point.
Okay. Because I can roll and potentially fail my saving throw since we're out of initiative, but
Yeah,
otherwise, yeah.
I'll allow you to not be afraid anymore.
Okay.
These drawings are so Finicky. Here. There. Okay. Son makes
Okay.
his way over and ties him up.
Yep. Iredale posted a power outage update in the Discord. Just ouch.
Oof. That is a big area.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't
Ouch.
know if we'll be seeing him tonight.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Since Callan has the better loot ability, should we have Callan loot him? But also, is he really a bad person, though? Should we be looting him?
That is up to you guys.
I mean, if he has anything on him that he's likely to use against us, we can hold on to it for the moment.
Since Callan has the highest ability for loot, we should have Callan do it.
Yeah, have Callan do the investigation because he's got the best shot.
Thanks to his items.
All right.
If there's anything handy, we can just be like, well, yep.
Well, and again, in case he's not a bad guy, I just for safety, like if you knock anyone out who was potentially attacking you and they had a weapon on them, you would generally take the weapon away, right?
Okay, he got a 10
Okay.
with advantage.
All right.
Yeah,
well,
my thought.
now,
Yeah.
Now,
So
now the rest of us can try.
so with his 10, he was holding on to an ore. So he has an ore.
I'm going to
Callan takes
try.
away from him.
Oh.
Oh Lord.
I'm disadvantaged if I
got
try
nothing.
to investigate, right? Because of my exhaustion.
Yes.
That's an ability check, so yeah.
Yes.
Still gonna try.
I rolled a nat 1.
17.
Curio rolled a nat 20. So we've hit
17's
both
not
ends of the
bad.
spectrum there.
13, Lilia.
Yeah, disadvantage.
Oh, right, yeah. Okay,
so Curio,
Firebutt.
I think, yeah.
What does Firebutt find? I think our rule is always get Callan to try first.
Yep.
This guy doesn't have much on him, even with a 20. All he had was an ore.
Okay.
What kind of ore?
So he's just a caster.
An
but
ore
doesn't
for
have
a
anything
boat.
else on him.
Oh, like a
rowing
paddle.
oar.
Yeah,
Okay.
the boat's ore.
Yeah.
He
A paddle.
still had it when he teleported.
Or I'm thinking like a metal ore, not a paddle ore.
No. OAR.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like to think that Son leaping into the boat freaked him out so much
He
that when
took
he
the paddle
teleported,
with
he
him.
was still gripping the oar in his hand
Yeah, he took the paddle
and
with him.
forgot to let it go.
Son taps him on the head with the oar. Are you trying to wake him up? He would probably need stabilized.
Keep him. No, she says
Yeah,
no.
we
Keep him
don't
down.
want to damage him further, Son, because he'll fail death saving throws. We don't want to damage at all.
Okay.
Okay, so I guess go and investigate the villages then.
So he's very beat up, even though you just knocked him out.
Yeah,
don't tap him.
He's down until he stabilizes, Son. He has
Prop
to
him
either
up against a tree.
Yeah. He's down until he's healed.
Yep. You prop him up against a tree.
And then go over and investigate the villages. Ties him to the tree. Okay.
I would like
trying to heal him or anything.
Lilia, you'd probably stabilize him, but keep him at 0, right?
Yeah.
You have spare the dying.
He's knocked out though. No, spare the dying. Puts him to. Does it put him to 0, or does it put him to 1?
Use just
it just keeps you from having to do death saving throws.
Yeah, she could just use her medicine thing to put him to 1 without doing any spells or anything.
Because stabilized is still
puts him to 0.
Yeah.
Okay.
It just
Yeah,
puts you
so-
at, you've passed all the death saving throws, but you're still at 0 until you're healed.
Is that
It's weird.
That's not an ability check for me, is it?
For the dying, I think it's just a cantrip, yeah.
So
Just
normal.
happens.
So
Well,
I'll stabilize him.
You instead of using a spell, you could just use your.
It's my
feat.
cantrip. Doesn't really matter. It's my
Oh, okay.
cantrip.
Doesn't take a spell slot now.
So he's stabilized.
Okay.
Nobody bonk him or anything. He'll recover in time.
Yeah, she could use the healer's kit and use one use of the healer's kit, but she may want to save that for healing people during a short rest.
Okay.
So can we investigate? Talk to the pixies.
I would like to message into the village, yeah.
Or have Gabri relay the message.
Or have Gabri go and check in.
Gabri immediately upon everything being safe again, she would go to the villages and kind of call out and say, "It's all right, everyone. Everything's safe now.
Hey,
I brought some
Gabri.
people to help us."
Gabri, can you see if you can find out if he was actually attacking or anything? If he was a bad guy?
I only ever saw those flying creatures attack.
Can you ask your friends and family and neighbors?
Yeah, of course.
Thank you.
That's gonna take a minute.
I'm making use of Song of Rest. So I'm sitting here taking a short rest, playing my instrument near the village. That was my performance check for that.
You do well.
Okay.
And so anyone in the village who is not dead can regain an extra 1d6 hit points, so 5 hit points.
Okay.
I'm just basically...
So anybody that can hear me performing can heal 5 hit points if they're spending hit dice to heal.
So you, as you do that, you kind of have like a... What do you think that would look like when it heals someone?
I've kind of been dipping into the Fey illusionary stuff for my performances.
Mm-hmm.
So slightly glow and...
so probably a mystical glow.
All right.
And wounds
and like a
just
swaying
slightly
breeze.
heal.
Yeah.
All right, so you play your music, and a slight breeze comes off of your instrument and settles over the village, and you see a faint glow here and there throughout the village.
What color is the glow? I picture it being pink.
For Fae, it's usually pinkish purple, yeah.
Okay.
Which matches my color scheme perfectly.
Yep. That's why I said I imagine it being pink.
You do heal some pixies in the village.
I don't need to heal because I have no
and anyone in
taken.
our party that wants to heal with hit dice during the short rest will also get that benefit.
I or Luna don't have to. We lost nothing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, my goal with asking Gabri to check and see if he was attacking anyone is to determine if I need to give him a little heal before we take off, or...
So after a couple minutes, Gabri comes back and says, from what I can gather, he never attacked.
So he wasn't
He just
actually
sat
involved?
over there in his boat.
And let them attack you?
He just sat over there. He didn't really do much of anything.
He wasn't commanding them?
It didn't seem that way.
And I'll look over at Seth and I'll be like, should I try to heal him a little bit? He might get mad at us, though.
I mean, Son tied him up, so...
Yeah, but he feared you.
He probably can't do anything immediately if you wake him.
Yeah, but he has magic.
But he might need his hands to do said magic, and he is tied up.
Are his hands tied up separately to the tree?
A lot of spells have verbal or somatic components.
Yeah.
So if it has I think somatic is the one where you have to do like hand gestures or something. I think that was the one.
Deke, I don't think we want to provoke him.
Hold a dagger up to him.
Wake him up and ask if he's
Okay.
calm now.
Yeah, he's still unconscious at the moment. As you hold the dagger up to him.
I'm just focusing on the performance for the duration of the short rest, so I'm not doing anything else until we say that a short rest has happened.
I'm just picturing San going up to him and saying, "Wake up or I'll stab you." Okay. So who is waking him up?
It would be
Or is
me. I'm
anyone?
trying to find a thing. Give me a sec.
Okay.
Is it
And you could healing kit
We can
on him
have
to
you
just give him some health
him
back, or
closer.
yeah,
Maybe you tie him up to this tree up there.
yeah. Maybe you moved him after you tied him up.
Yep.
up here? Okay.
Yep.
Okay, does somebody want to be some backup here? Just in case he does get violent? Gabby says wasn't actually instigating this, so I do feel a little bit bad for us knocking him out.
San stands behind him.
I'm actually gonna stay at a distance because he freaked out upon seeing me the first time.
I'm wondering if he did because you're tiefling.
I don't know. It's possible. Either way, Saflin is going to not be in his immediate line of sight.
Okay.
Hang out next to Gabri.
Okay, so I will. I lost my page.
Would Curio? Yeah, Curio would close in. Aurora probably also.
Yes.
And is this going to be an ability check? I think so because I'm rolling for it, right? Or no, healer's kit.
You could,
it's a feat. It's not.
I won't even have you roll anything to wake him up.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be too difficult.
Yeah, but I have to roll for the amount of health he gets, right?
Oh, you're actually healing him now?
Like healer's kit, yeah.
Okay.
As long as it's not making you do a medicine check or something, it's not actually an ability check.
Nope, it's a feat, so
it's automatic.
So you're normal.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so the first one you did was a 7. So he would heal for 7.
Oh, okay.
Yep. And you've just used your healer's kit once. So you have 9 uses left on it before you need to restock.
Okay.
Okay. So he starts coming to. He's like, what? Where am I? What happened?
Hi, sir.
You
Welcome
guys.
back. Please come. I was talking to the
Why am I
fairies.
tied up?
Can I ask you a few questions first, sir? We'll get to that.
I really have a choice?
Honestly, not really. And I'll giggle just a little bit. So I've talked to the fairies. I want to know what were you doing here? How did you end up here?
Well, I came over to the water. I feel better in the water.
What's wrong with you?
What do you mean, what's wrong with me? What's wrong with you?
that came off a little weird.
Well, why did you feel better in the water? Why did you need to feel better?
And also, I want to know why you immediately went to ferrying my friend.
I come from the water. That's where I'm at home, is in the water. Usually.
So you weren't here
We used a lot
attacking
more
the
water than
pixies?
this, though. I never attacked them.
Why did you attack me?
Well, you scared me with that message out of nowhere.
I'm sorry we attacked you. Then, our friend here, Gabri, came
It was kind
to.
of a reflex reaction. Sorry about that.
Yeah, our friend here, Gabri, came to us looking for help because her village was being attacked. and we seen you there, and then you started attacking us, and it kind of looked fishy, and I'm sorry.
Speaking of, the village was being attacked by those things. Do you know where they came from? What they are? Anything?
Uh, First of all, they're not with me. They hitched a ride when I was brought here.
You were brought here?
Yeah, some idiot summoned me here.
Oh, are you perhaps from another plane?
Uh, I'm not sure. If I am from another plane, it's one very similar to this. But I'm usually on the open seas.
Well, it looks like you're pretty far from the open sea, sir. And I'll
No
look up
kidding.
at San and I'll be like, I think you
This was
can
the
untie
closest body of
him.
water I could find.
So yeah, I'll look up at San and be like, I think you can untie him, San.
Oh, thank you. Ugh.
We really didn't mean to attack you.
It's all right. I did my fear gaze first. I really am sorry. It was a knee jerk reaction. You just kind of startled me.
Yeah, it came off kind of aggressive, and we were like, oh crap. And
Well, I'm
just,
a bit out of my element here. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I'm sorry too.
Some idiot just summons me out of nowhere, wants me to rain terror and fear.
Question:
Yes?
Who summoned you? Can you
Did you,
describe him for me?
yeah, did you see them?
Well, yeah, I saw them. Saw him.
Zaplin's gonna start doing minor illusion and doing like the sketch artist thing where she changes traits as he describes.
Keep in mind, he did say him.
Yeah.
So he describes the man, and you recognize this man as Charles.
Afraid of that.
Oh crap.
Yeah, what during my summons, those two things
Came with you.
hitched a ride. I don't think he was trying to summon them at all. They just saw me being summoned and were attracted to it.
So he can summon people?
Well, I don't know if he's a
He's a beastmaster, isn't he?
person per se. I don't know if our friend here is a person per se. In the traditional sense.
You
If they
think-
are a planar entity,
I am not a person. I'm what you would call a fiend.
Okay.
ah,
And he wanted you to wreak havoc?
Yeah, apparently he had heard of me and how I struck fear in my enemies. It
and you
seems
were
that's
able
what-
to resist him.
Well, yeah.
Did he use any kind of compulsion, or did he just request this and just assume that you would do it because he summoned you?
He summoned me and expected I would just go along with it.
Sorry about that. I know the type.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've
All I
had
wanted to get back to the open sea. Are you a fish person? No, he is not a fish person.
he's a fiend.
Yeah. Well, since he's a fiend, that rules out the reaction to a tiefling, so it was likely just genuine surprise.
Yeah, you scared the crap out of him.
Oh, actually, real quick, I completely forgot about this. Does anyone speak Abyssal or Infernal?
No.
Yes, I speak Infernal
Okay, so
because tiefling.
you would be the only one who could understand him then.
Oh, so I'm translating for everybody here.
Yep. Sorry, I forgot he does not speak Common. Only
Yeah,
Abyssal.
Infernal is a tiefling thing.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, so
Okay.
it's kind of like like that type of thing.
Yep. Yeah, and y'all are just hearing me talk back in this really weird infernal that sounds very strange coming out of Saplin, probably.
And then
Oh, yeah.
you're translating it to us, and then saying it to him, and yeah.
So yeah, when he was speaking before during the battle, Chaplin would have been translating that as well.
Okay.
Okay.
My bad. I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, I'm Common, Druidic, Elvish, and Silent.
I mean, most of them would also know how to speak Common potentially. I don't know that they would.
He's
but-
only. He only has one language, Meteor.
He has 2 languages: Abyssal and Infernal.
Ow.
So they don't have Common.
They do not have. He does not have Common.
But if they have telepathy, it doesn't matter.
Oh, he does have telepathy.
So if he's using telepathy, it doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
So we
That's
can still
Usually how
talk
that
to him.
works.
I figured telepathy would be in his own tongue.
Well, he's reading your brain and what you're thinking, right?
Most forms of telepathy bypass language barriers.
Oh. Okay. Okay,
But
so
we'll see.
we'll say it this way then. He is speaking out loud in
Each creature entry should specify under their telepathy section. It says on the stat block. It would say.
It does not specify. It just says telepathy 60.
Okay, then it's
So-
likely the standard.
Yeah, so he is speaking out loud in Infernal, but then also in your heads you're hearing in your own
Proper language.
Yeah. Okay.
And I guess when we speak
I
back
didn't
to
realize that
him, he hears us in Infernal. Because telepathy goes 2 ways, right?
Those creatures.
Yeah, it's not like message where I send a message into their brain. It's like, no, they're actually making a mind link
Right.
for the duration of the telepathy. So you can rule it either way, but it would make sense that it could bypass language a little bit.
Yeah.
And it's anyone in the radius, right?
Yeah, so anyone within 60 feet. I'm not sure if you'd be able to talk back to him in your tongue or not, but you would be able to understand him at least, since that can respond.
Yeah, I can fill in the blanks if we have some weird telepathy translation errors, which could be really funny.
Yeah.
It tries to translate, but it doesn't quite work with the context sometimes.
So we're pretty far from an ocean, aren't we?
Oh yeah. There's no ocean anywhere near here.
Hey, Meteor, did you remove the map from our handouts?
No.
I don't see it.
I don't think it was ever in the handouts. It's just a map that he puts us on.
No, I remember it being in there because we wanted to look
I
at things.
never remember it being in the handouts.
I don't have it in handout form, no. It's just the...
Yeah, I never remember seeing it in the handouts. I don't remember it being there.
I can do that, though. That's not a bad plan.
Because I pictured we'd have a map with us, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. I found the entry for telepathy, Meteor. It says, telepathy is a magical ability that allows a monster to communicate mentally with another creature within a specified range. Contact the creature does not need to share a language with the monster to communicate with it, but it must be able to understand at least one language.
Okay. Okay, so everyone can communicate with it because of the...
Yeah.
All
As long as you're intelligent enough to know one language, you're good, because it'll turn it into that one language as best it can.
The map is now in handouts.
Okay.
That was a good idea.
Nice.
Okay, so where were we?
We were talking to the guy in Infernal and learning that Charles summoned him.
Yes. Um,
Do we
so
want
yeah,
to
you
tell him that we've had instances
Yeah,
with Charles
we've
before,
encountered this person before. He's a kind of a menace.
as well as his
he
partner?
he also tells you that Charles seemed very uh keen on understanding how he caused fear in his enemies.
Well, that
He's
doesn't
trying to
sound good.
expand his repertoire. Wonderful.
Did you end up explaining it to him?
Um, I just told him I cause fear in people I look at. Like he didn't want to know the mechanics. He was just very interested in the fact that I could.
Hmm.
Oh, so like an intellectual curiosity.
Uh, it seemed to be what he was wanting, what he was after, was to cause fear.
Are there ways to obtain it?
My fear gaze? No, not that I know of.
Well, at least that sounds promising.
Not unless you control a creature that uses it.
Well,
Hmm.
let's see here. You said you were more used to being in more water, correct?
Yes, very much so.
There is a lake not too far from here, which might be more your speed than these little rivers that feed into it.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I would love to go there. In my prime, I can control the water and the weather. Oh, glorious water.
Yes. Send him towards whichever lake is closest. I guess the Lake of Serenity would be closest. I'm not sure, or Serpent Lake. I'm not sure exactly where we are at this point.
I think
Let's
we
see.
were.
Like, are we right on the other side of the mountains from Rockford at this point, or are we further
You
along?
guys.
Like, which one are we closer to?
I'll bring you to the map real quick.
Okay.
You guys are probably around.
So yeah, Serpent Lake is
Yeah,
closest.
yeah, around there.
So yeah, I would point him in the direction of Serpent Lake and say it's that way.
Okay. Oh, much obliged.
There is a river that
Better than
feeds
this
into
creaky
it,
thing.
so yeah, you can get into the river and go south.
Although I don't mind how pretty this area is.
It's gorgeous,
I'm not,
isn't
I'm,
it?
I'm not usually one for the pretty things, but this is just pretty.
It's gorgeous, but you may want to get permission from the nearby residents before you stuck around. I think you gave them quite a fright, as well as the
Uh,
stowaways that tagged along with you.
yeah, probably did. I just wanted to go home.
Unfortunately, I don't think we have the means to send you home at this point.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Probably would need to find that
You might
first.
need a more skilled practitioner or a gate.
I'll have to find someone, yes. But that's not your problem.
As an out of character thing,
Mhm.
bringing him along probably wouldn't be a thing, would it? Because in the end, we are after Charles and Alenka.
I don't think he wants anything to do with this fight. I think he just wants to go home. So I don't know if he'd go for it.
You
But
could
if Charles
definitely
summoned
offer it to
him,
him.
Charles would be able to send him back, wouldn't he?
But would he, though? Would he be willing?
Probably not.
I don't think that's worth it. I think it's worth just getting anyone else who can break that link.
He's more comfortable in water, though. I was going to say, would he be able to possibly find somebody at the next town?
Uh, don't you worry about it. I'll find my own way. I'm very self-sufficient. I was a leader among my crew.
And everyone's quiet. I'm just
Mhm.
trying to think of where to go from here.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have any way to get planar travel or banishment for several levels, so there's nothing we can do at this point to help him, other than point him to the nearest body of water.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess pointing him to the nearest body of water and apologizing again and seeing how the pixies are, and if we maybe bunk down and head back to the carriage and bunk down for the night.
So while you're talking, Luffy crawls out of wherever you had him and just kind of falls out onto the ground.
Oh
Okay.
no,
He gives a little growl. "Rawr."
Scarecrow-kun.
Tries giving you one of those glares that its kin does.
Kind of eyeing him a little bit worriedly,
Uh,
but yeah.
you are eyeing him worriedly.
Yep.
I'm also not convinced he's going to try and attack us.
Yeah, I'm not convinced he's safe. But
It has no effect whatsoever.
mm-hmm.
Yes, but what does it take for him to be able to attack us
Then
again?
he trips over a pebble and is upside down on his head,
Mm-hmm.
flailing a bit.
Yeah, what does it take for him to be able to attack us again? Coming around more of
That,
his kin?
now that looks like a creature who knows fear.
Yeah, he is, yeah. We had an interaction with him earlier.
Maybe it would have been better off summoning him.
In the state that he's in, he looks a little harmless.
Well,
But
not him, but bigger him.
Well, we fought a few of those. It wasn't fun, but we did come out of it in the end.
they're really susceptible to fire.
Right.
Yeah, they really don't like fire.
Sure. All right.
Would he know if the Scarecrow mini can, what he would need to be able to go evil again? Not go evil. I know he's evil, but
Uh,
to
he doesn't know anything about it now.
okay. Yeah, he's pretty harmless in this state that we see. Still don't know
He
if I
might have just
trust him.
been an error. When he was summoned, it might have just gone wrong and put him in a tiny body instead of a big body, making him harmless.
I don't know if he was
Anyway.
summoned though. Well, he would have had to have been, wouldn't he?
No.
Construct, right?
He could have been summoned.
They could have been summoned, but we were in their native habitat.
Yep.
So.
If they were summoned, maybe this Charles guy did it.
Well, I feel like if Charles had summoned them and met with success with their fear gaze, he wouldn't have needed to summon you.
Yeah, we just
Unless
found
he
him
was
at a
looking for
farmer's
something
house.
stronger.
That could be a
I-
thing. Maybe he tried summoning him and didn't think he was strong enough.
Right, do we have any more questions for him? Because I think we've held him up long enough.
Well, it's also really late right now, so should we talk to the pixies, see what we're doing? Possibly sleep?
Yeah.
All right, so he goes on his way, and you guys
Sorry for the inconvenience again,
talk
sir.
with the pixies, make sure everyone's all right. They
Also, hi,
offer
Abby.
to let you sleep in the area. Hi.
Well, we'd be
Uh,
going back to the carriage.
Well, if they're letting us camp nearby, it's probably safer to camp here.
Yeah, but do we? True.
I mean, we just helped them. They have no reason to
we can
go
bring your
against us
carriage
at this
here.
point, but there's nothing stopping us from keeping a watch.
Meteor
We could
just
probably bring your carriage here.
We have Cat take over.
how would they do that? Oh, fly.
We can just fly it over.
Well, that would be appreciated.
It'd take a few of us, but we could be able to do that.
Meow.
I missed something.
Huh?
What did you miss?
I couldn't hear anything over the cat.
Oh,
okay.
they were saying that they could fly the carriage here for us with their flight
okay.
ability, and I said that would be appreciated
Okay.
because we don't want
Yeah,
to.
I missed what we were flying over because Cat.
Yeah, the carriage.
Okay.
The horses
The horses,
and
the
everything.
2 horses and the carriage.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think if we unhitch the horses, we could probably walk them in here safely.
Yeah, across the little river.
Mm-hmm.
Horses are used to fording rivers. It's fine.
And then we've got to get Neffy here and the Raven or Crow, whatever he is.
So however you guys want to bring everything.
Yeah, I would send a message back out to let them know that everything's clear and that we need them to come this way and we're gonna transport the carriage.
Okay.
And rest.
So
Just get that moving so everybody's here to camp.
Abby, hi.
I'd be picturing Gabby or Gabri going with whoever's gonna cast the spells, leading them to her partner Crow and
So
leading them back.
of pixies led by Gabri all go and help to bring everything back nice and easy. And you guys are able to set up camp here in this area.
Make food.
Probably like right here in between 2 of the villages.
Try to make us something nice with assorted greens and what we have in our packs to snack on.
As it is nighttime at this point as well, and like you just see like glowing everywhere, like phosphorescent flowers and trees, and
It really is pretty.
it is like an absolutely beautiful sight to behold. Like this is a rare sight to see.
I'm gonna look over at San, who generally does not like bright light, and be like, "Hopefully, this is okay."
Well, she has her eye patch now.
It's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not bright light at all. It's like a dim
twinkling
glow.
star kind of.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. All right.
Like firefly type of glow.
Okay.
But like everywhere.
Do we want to take watches?
Some of the pixies even bring you like headbands made of flowers. Some of the glowing flowers.
I wonder if your flower glows that you took earlier.
Saplin points out the flowers threaded through her horn and her hair to the pixies and offers a trade.
Oh. They accept.
Just not the lilies.
Yeah, not the tricolored one. That was special. That was a gift from a friend.
And I don't think we want them taking the poisonous lilies. The dream lilies.
They could take 1 or 2, but yeah, probably not.
All right. So you guys hang out with the pixies, you can get some sleep if you want. Do a long rest.
Okay.
So here's the question now, Meteor. Since I'm long resting now, what happens?
So now you can, if you wanted to go off from the others and have your talk with your god or whatever, you can do that. If you want to roll it, play it out, that's fine. If you want to just say that's what you did, that's fine.
Okay,
But if
I
you do want to
see.
roleplay that out, we could do it so that she roleplays that out and then we wrap the session.
Right.
I
I was
know,
gonna
I know
I was
Pika's
gonna
kind of
say if
tired.
you decide to role play that out, then while you're doing that, we can have everyone else level up at the same time.
Sounds good.
Because with this rest, we will be leveling up.
And I'll level 2.
Yep, you
Okay.
will take out your level in Druid and gain 2 levels in Cleric.
Cleric. Okay, so I have a question. This is the
Mhm.
first time I've seen this with my long rest. It has reset max HP, which obviously, and then it says recover 1 level of exhaustion during the rest requires
Yes.
food and drink. I have to both of those checked, right?
Yep.
Okay.
So with your long rest, you should be
Level 1 exhaustion now.
exhausted.
Okay, so what happens with the spells? Am I still down spell slots?
Nope, your spell slot should be back to normal now.
So full spell slot availability.
Yep.
Okay. And
You were able to successfully not use any of your
I
druid
didn't
ability
use any yet.
throughout the day, so because of that,
The
you
exhaustion's
have
gone.
all-
Well,
yeah,
the spell slot limitation is gone.
correct. And you have successfully removed your druid side, or removed the druid effect on you.
And up to 5.
Yep.
Uh,
Does anyone need help with their level up?
I have questions. Cantrip versatility. Do I click that? It's under the optional features. I have something at 4th level. It says whenever you reach a level in this class grants you ability score improvement feature, you can replace 1 cantrip you learn from this class's spell casting feature with another cantrip from the cleric spell list.
Um,
Not that I really want to change them out, but
yeah. If you're not wanting to do anything with it, then just leave it.
not currently wanting to change them out, I should specify.
Right.
So just click it for now and deal with it.
Whenever you reach a level in this that grants the ability score improvement, you can play. Oh, yeah, sure, that's fine.
Okay. Now, where do I do the feats thing?
All right, so where it says ability score improvement down at the bottom, you should have just gained an ability score improvement. Under the choose an option, either ability score improvement or feat. You would choose the feat and then pick the feat. Hi, Abby. Shush.
But it also lets me. It's supposed to be a half feat, isn't it?
Oh,
You when you choose your feats, the ones that work as half feats will also let you put a point in, but you have to select that feat first.
yeah. So find.
There are feats that let you get 1 point and then a random trait.
Right. So select the feat, and then it'll give you. If it also does an ability score improvement, it'll give you that option.
Correct.
And you also get destroy undead. When undead fails its saving throw against your turn undead feature, the
I was supposed to go wisdom,
creature is
right?
instantly destroyed.
I'm a wisdom,
you get
not
to choose what
charisma.
you go in.
No, I meant
But
I'm
yeah,
a wisdom caster, not a charisma
Yeah,
caster, right?
you're a wisdom caster.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think. Oh no, Did I get my? I'm confused.
What are you confused about?
I think my feet disappeared.
That might have been because I was in it. Just refresh.
So did we do a short rest or long rest?
We did a
Long.
long rest, and we're
Long rest,
leveling.
we are leveling up.
Okay.
Wisdom.
Stealth and acrobatics is now plus 10. Holy crap. That's probably the uncanny dodge thing, right? Yeah.
Feel bad now.
Well, we are still technically live.
Yeah, but you're doing your thing with the deity.
True.
Well,
if
you're
wanna
supposed
go-
to be doing your level up, and then you can probably go.
Yeah.
Have you done your level up?
Mm-hmm. Going to bed. Good night.
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 Good night.
Uh,
Okay.
Meteor, since I'm learning a spell, can I also drop one spell and learn a different spell in its place?
Yeah.
Okay. Making sure on how we're rolling that.
I don't have any problem with that.
Okay.
Because you can only do that with level up, right?
Correct. I can only change my spells on level up.
okay, so out of enhance ability, silence, hold person, and calm emotion, what do you think would be best to ready right away? I'm assuming enhance ability.
Enhance ability could be pretty good.
Hold person could be good too.
Mm-hmm. Holding a person still is very useful, as we saw in the one shot we did last week.
Yep.
But it's only up to
where
1 minute.
that like 6 rounds of combat.
That's a lot.
10 rounds of combat, I think. So
Yeah.
that's quite a while.
Yeah, each round is
Okay.
6 seconds, so that's significant.
Yeah, 1 minute doesn't
And-
sound like a lot, but in combat, that is a lot of time.
Yeah.
Like most combat doesn't last that long, which is interesting because that means that most combat is under a minute long.
Oh, Revivify is always prepared, so I get to choose something else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you probably gained it as part of your domain for free.
You probably get the ability to use it once per long rest for free.
Okay.
And then anything after that would use a spell slot.
So I am going to drop 2 spells if you'll allow it.
Okay.
I want to drop sleep and I want to drop locate object.
Okay. That's fine.
Because we might have a better way to get that one later. It's very situational.
Okay, so I'm looking at either Speak with Dead or Remove Curse. What should I do?
Remove curse is useful, but also situational.
Speak with Dead might be a good one then.
Yeah, if you're just preparing for the day.
Yeah, I'm just preparing for the day.
You can always prepare remove curse the day after you know you need it.
True.
So, yeah.
Because I don't think I need to walk on water.
Probably not at this exact moment. That, again, would be when you'd prepare when you know you're going to need it the next day.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
meld into stone. What does this do?
Meld into stone? You step into a stone object or
myself.
surface large enough to fully contain your body, melding yourself and all the equipment you carry. You're basically hiding in rock.
Yeah. Magic circle.
Can't see what occurs outside of it.
Magic circle might actually be a good thing, because from what I'm seeing, creature gets a disadvantage. Targets within this cylinder can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed, though. I'm just going to leave Speak to Dead for now.
Use one or more types of creatures: celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, or undead. The circle affects that creature of the chosen type in the following ways. Creature can't willingly enter the cylinder by non-magical leave. If the creature tries to use teleportation to do so, it must first succeed on a charisma saving throw. you basically protect from that type of creature.
Plus life.
You were able to learn enhance ability, right?
Yep.
Is that one that you intend to prepare at
I
some point?
believe I clicked it, yes.
Okay. Just checking. I just
Did
remembered
I?
us talking about it last time. Couldn't remember.
Magic circle.
Because I also
Really
took guidance.
went into.
Yes, guidance is good.
All right.
Did I not hit?
Nihon, do
Yes.
you need any help with your level up?
Mostly just figuring out what spell to take.
Okay.
That's kind of the big question here.
Right.
So should I for my other spell that I can pick up now? Because I took Leomund's tiny hut and I took dispel magic. But I'm dropping one of my second levels so I can pick up another second level.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm kind of torn between Gift of Gab,
Mm-hmm.
Nether's Mischief, which people got to see in the one shot, or Skyrite.
Skyrite?
Skyrite is basically I make a message in clouds that last 1 hour.
Yeah. It's very limited usefulness, but it's a fun one.
It's fun, but
You can
it's
have a lot of fun
limited.
with it.
Yeah.
Nefairs is really nice. What was the other one?
Gift of Gab. Basically, I can make a creature forget what was said.
Oh, that's a nice one.
It's very short term, though.
Mm-hmm.
Like as a reaction, I can basically reshape the memory of listeners in my immediate area so each creature of my choice within 5 feet forgets everything I said within the last 6 seconds. So basically, if on my turn or in the last round I said something that I didn't want them to remember, I could make them forget.
It's only what you said, though, not what.
Yeah, it's only what I said. It's very limited, and it's only for that one round. Like it's only the last 6 seconds, so it's only the last round of action. The last round of speaking.
That you actually said the words you speak as the verbal.
Yeah, so whatever I use to trigger Gift of Gab is what they'll remember instead.
Interesting.
It replaces the memory.
Okay.
So if I accidentally or intentionally insult someone and I don't want them to remember that I insulted them, I can then say something else. For instance. Which is interesting.
Spell, too.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got nothing on modify memory, which is the higher level form. Which is much better.
I think I'm good.
They all have their usefulness, to be honest.
Yeah. I'm gonna grab Nether's, I think.
Okay.
Because it was helpful.
I think I successfully did my thing.
Good. All right, and then Nihon, you're looking for your last spell.
Yep.
What do you have as options?
Pretty much all the things we had from the one shot.
Yeah. So, for the one shot, I know you got rid of, I think, Thunderous Smite.
Yeah, I dropped Thunderous Smite for one of the other smites.
Branding Smite.
Second level one, yeah.
Other good ones, you already have Zone of Truth and Warding Bond. Magic Weapon, but you already have. Magic Weapon could make your weapon attacks magical instead of like slashing or something like that.
Yeah. Kind of thinking I'm just gonna go back and do Branding Smite again.
Okay.
Yeah, that seems like that worked out pretty well in the one shot. So I think
Yeah.
why not stick with it?
Yeah,
8 is also a nice one.
I have
Find
aid.
Heat is an interesting one.
Oh yeah, I also dropped something else and went with Aid. Oh, remember that because it had that option.
I know
You
I
keep your
have
one-shot
aid.
character?
Yeah.
'Cause you could look at it and see what's on it.
Yeah, I'll take a look at that and I'll get that all settled here. I know I got Branding Smite and
And
picked up
let
Aid as
fire, but
well.
know later that he has to level up.
Yep. Yep.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
So then, Banane, are you role playing that part out, or are we just skipping that?
I don't feel like crying right now.
Okay.
I'm having a bad
So-
enough day as is.
Okay.
So we'll just say that
You
I
end up
got
having a very almost heated discussion with your god that night.
in my
and,
dreams getting
Yeah,
angry.
in your dreams. Kind of like it's almost like a nightmare where like you have the like cold sweats and you like kind of wake up sweating
Yep.
afterwards. But that's just part of what you had to go through in order to remove that part of yourself.
So
Um,
was this tea that I drank to initiate that conversation? I'm guessing
it
probably
it was a way to help
contact.
hear it.
Okay.
Um,
And then I
it
wake up and my druidism
'cause
is dropped.
normally that sort of thing would not be this easy to change. So the tea, whatever herbs were put in it, helped you to focus and do it faster, basically.
Okay.
Which is why you had the drawbacks and the side effects from it.
The fever and the shakiness and
Yeah.
the not feeling well.
Mm-hmm.
This means we have to say bye
basically
to Nephi.
traded time for a few side effects for a while.
And then wake up and my druidism is
Yep.
gone.
Yep. Exactly.
So yeah, talking back and forth with the druid that I'm not happy that
I think
I need to do more
Hey, okay.
and that she can't help me do more, so basically we had a fight.
right. So in the morning, you guys have breakfast with the pixies. They bring you some like fresh fruit that they've grown themselves, and uh, they're kind of all vegetarian, so they don't like offer any meat or anything. It's just fruit and veggies. So any carnivores in your party would need to pull from their own stash to eat. Um,
Well, I
but
picture
Gabri
Saflin also
also.
cooking some stuff.
Yeah,
Gabri,
I rolled for that before we went to sleep.
oh, did you?
hmm
16. Okay. Yeah, you get a decent meal with that. Was that for dinner or breakfast?
I mean, I can roll again if you want to count it for dinner.
Uh, yeah, we'll go that one for dinner. Roll with advantage for breakfast.
Oh, okay.
you got
Well, I'll
the
just
pixies
roll
helping
again
you.
because I rolled once already.
Yep. There you go.
Yeah, I'm guessing
Um,
we're having a really good breakfast.
Yeah, the pixies were able to show you a few tips and tricks.
Got
And
some really good forage. Yep.
So you all
I used my hunter's
have
trap and got some game.
You all can
Nice.
have inspiration for the day
Woo!
with that breakfast.
I recapped all of Saplin's new upgrades at level 5 for the race and the class. Nice.
Yep.
I have a whopping +9 to my spell attack now, which makes me very scary.
So I don't think we've really had DM inspiration before at this point.
I think we've done it once.
So if you have inspiration, you can expend it to make an attack roll, saving throw, or ability check. Spending your inspiration gives you advantage on that roll. Additionally, if you have inspiration, you can reward another player for good role playing, clever, blah blah blah. Simply doing something exciting in the game when another player character does something.
DM inspiration, is that for the food?
Yeah, that's
Yes.
good.
Okay.
You had really good breakfast.
Yeah, so that inspiration gives advantage.
And during the breakfast, Gabri comes up to you guys and she wants to thank you and has some gifts for you.
Oh.
So she has 3 bags of pixie dust. And
Not the flying pixie dust.
No.
Candies, right? Okay.
Just pixie dust.
It's not the candy, it's pixie
Okay.
dust.
It's an actual thing, not a homebrew thing.
Does it make you fly?
Pixie dust the recipient gains a flying speed of 30 feet and the ability to hover for 1 minute.
Ooh,
Not true
sounds
flight,
fun.
but hovering.
Yeah.
It doesn't let you do more than hover, so that when it wears off, you don't die.
Yeah, you don't
Yep.
fall to the ground and go splat.
Yeah, you don't take fall damage, because normally, for every so many feet you are off the ground, as we learned in the one shot, you take fall damage.
Yeah.
It would be a good thing if you don't want to make steps to be tracked for something.
So
Alright.
each bag is 1 use.
Yeah.
All right, I'll
You'll
put
have-
2 in the bag of holding and let Lilia hold the other one.
Okay.
That way I can distribute it amongst the other party members.
She also gives you another item, which is kind of like a box of paint.
Ooh.
So this is called Marvelous Pigment. This is a very nice item.
Artist performance, right? I think it counts.
I think so.
What does this do?
So Marvelous Pigment is paint brushes that you can use to make real items with. So you draw an
Ooh.
item and it becomes real.
So it only has so many charges, I'd imagine.
Typically found in 1d4 pots inside of a fine wooden box. So roll a d4 to see how many pots are in there.
And it's 1 pot per object, probably.
Each pot of paint is sufficient to cover 1,000 square feet of a surface, which lets you create inanimate objects or terrain features such as a door, a pit, flowers, trees, cells, rooms, or weapons that are up to 10,000 cubic feet. It takes 10 minutes to cover 100 square feet.
So you
Gotcha.
you can make
Painting.
multiple items with it technically.
Yes, you can make multiple items. When
Okay.
you complete the painting, the object or terrain feature depicted becomes a real non-magical object. Thus, painting a door on a wall creates an actual door that can be opened or to whatever's beyond. Painting a pit on the floor creates a real pit, and its depth counts against the total area of object you create.
So it can't be magical. Okay.
Right. And nothing created by the pigments can have a value greater than 25 gold pieces. If you paint an object
So
of
no
greater
making
value,
so no making spell components with it that need to be worth 100 gold pieces.
right. If you
And
paint
no
an
making
object of
OP
greater
armor.
values, such as diamond or a pile of gold, the object looks authentic, but close inspection reveals it to be made from paste, bone, or some other not worthless material.
Paper mache money.
If you paint a form of energy, such as fire or lightning, the energy appears but dissipates as soon as you complete the painting, doing no harm to anything.
So we
Okay.
can't draw armor.
Can't
'Cause-
draw armor, can't draw illusory elements. Can't draw natural elements. Can't draw things that are more valuable than they should be, than the paint should be worth.
Mm-hmm.
Can we draw food?
Yeah. I don't think it would have any nutritional value, but probably.
What's your ruling on that, Meteor?
I feel like it'd be paper mache food, which is not very appetizing.
Limit objects or terrain features.
And obviously, well, we can't draw animals either because it, yeah.
You could.
No, it has to be
probably-
inanimate. Cannot be
you could
living.
Probably make food. Yes.
But would it have a nutritional value?
It becomes real, so yes. But do you want to waste this on food?
Well,
No.
what if we
Yes.
absolutely need
there are
it?
better
must-
ways.
It was just a thought if we
there-
absolutely needed it.
Right.
Look into obtaining something called the beads of nourishment later on, or something that uses like the good berry spell, or you could use purify food and drink. Eventually,
I think I have create food
well, there you go.
as an ability.
So, all of those are other ways to do it.
Yeah, so you could have a lot of fun with this. So
This would be really funny for pranks because if you painted it correctly, even though you're building a door, you could paint a brick wall inside of a door and have a door open to a brick wall.
yep.
Or pit and have it look like regular ground.
Yeah.
You could paint a fresh oasis to make fresh water, says Kinka.
True. Okay. So that's
Right.
interesting.
So I will go ahead and ask you guys, do you want to end here? Do you want to go a little longer?
Well, Pika's gone, so
I think
Yeah.
we'd like to end. Yeah,
Probably
people
end
were
here.
getting tired.
Okay.
yeah.
All right, we can end there.
All right, does anyone else want to hold on to the paints or should I hold on to them in the bag?
Let's
What's
just see what
needed
it
to
is.
be able to be successful with them?
Don't necessarily think there's a check other than if you're making us roll a check for how believable it is. Like
Is there
artistic
a
ability,
check
if
for
that
them?
matters, but I don't think there is one.
It does not say anything about a check. You guys do still need to roll a d4 to figure out how many jars are in it, though.
Okay. I can do that.
Meteor said there's no
Oops.
check.
Yeah, I see no check on it.
Oh,
I rolled
We've
4.
got
There
4.
we go.
There you
Max
go.
pots.
Max pots.
It is a full case.
can
There
you
you go.
have one of the
Awesome.
pots without the case? Like, share it?
Um,
I mean, we can distribute
can-
them out later.
yeah, the case is just a holding
A case.
thing.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no reason to necessarily do this during combat because of the length of time it would make to do a painting.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's
Because
more
let's
like
say it
just
takes 10
prepping for
minutes,
something else.
so it's going to be outside of combat. So
Yeah,
anytime we need it, we can pull it out.
For sure.
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily matter who has it as long as we don't split the party.
Oh,
could prepare
I
for
have a
combat with it.
thought. We
What's
could
that?
always paint something if we need to, like if we break a wheel, since I don't have mending anymore,
Correct.
neither will
we can paint
Callan.
a new wheel.
we could paint a
Yes.
new wheel.
Yep.
That's
Can't
correct.
paint a new horse, but you could paint a new wheel.
Correct.
All right. Well, we will go ahead and end it there. So, thank you so much for watching, everyone. I hope y'all enjoyed, and next time we will be getting back on the road. So, tune in, and
Woohoo!
Yes.
we'll see you all next time.
Yes.
Bye bye.
Indeed.
Bye,
Bye, everyone.
everyone. Bye. No, it will be a Goodwill new user. Bye.